What's up, fight fans? This is Curtiville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Teofimo Lopez Junior Teofimo Lopez states that I love ESPN and Top Rank, but if we can't meet terms, I'm taking my talents elsewhere. Teofimo doesn't seem particularly concerned with whomever he promotes his next fight. The unbeaten lineal lightweight champ and undefeated WBA, IBF, and WBO titleist made the point clear while discussing the circumstances surrounding an ordered mandatory title defense versus Australia's George Kambosos. The bout has been in negotiations for more than 2 months, with talks ultimately hitting a wall due to Lopez and Top Rank. His career-long promoter hitting a wall over his financial compensation for such a fight. As a result, the IBF mandated the fight that is now scheduled for purse bid. He says, Teofimo says, how I look at it, I can't take it or leave it no more, Lopez told ESPN. He says, the takeover, I've earned it. It's not something that's given. You got to earn it. I did that. I came out here 4 months ago to Vegas. I earned it against all odds. He say, I love the platform. I'm in ESPN and Top Rank. My whole thing now is that it's about business. That's what it comes down to. It's nothing personal. If we can't meet the terms, then I guess I'm taking my talents to South Beach, paying homage to LeBron James' infamous speech when he left Cleveland for Miami. He says, you got the best fighter in the world on display. It's all pay dues, and that's what we did. We paid our dues. I'm Teofimo, your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. That sets the tone, and everyone needs to understand that. I am the truth. I am the best in the division, and it's just the takeover. I'm here about the glory and moving forward. If you can't meet the terms like I asking, we're going to go elsewhere. Wow. So, I think at this point, Bob Arum, and I just heard the Bob Arum interview. The negotiations are over. It's in purse bids. There's no more back and forth that goes. So what's going to happen? I predict Teofimo Lopez, whoever can come up with that money for that particular bid, will have Teofimo's attention to go that elsewhere. And it's not a bad thing. I think Teofimo knows, and he's starting early, that you can only go so far with Bob. Bob is a great starter promoter. He is the type of dude that you wish to get signed with when you're a young fighter. But as time progresses and you see other interests and other fighters that are signed with other promoters, and those guys are the guys that you need to fight to obtain your legacy along with your fortune and your fame, you start to think, what can Bob do for me when Bob doesn't want to deliver due to things that he supposedly knows in the boxing era or in the division. Bob's old school. He looks at certain money not the same anymore. Money changes value over time. Okay, $1 million don't mean what it meant in 2021 as what it meant in 1997. Okay, money changes value. So for somebody like Bob Arum to say, hey, $1 million is good for any fighter, he's tripping. Okay, he doesn't obviously understand what money does over time. Okay, it's not bricks of gold that we have. We base our money off the gold that we have. Okay, not the other way around. Money is just money. If it doesn't have any collateral, what good is it? Okay, and it changes value. And what Bob needs to understand, he's going to lose a lot of talent. And sooner or later. He lost Manny Pacquiao later in his life, which he made millions off of Manny Pacquiao, so he's not that butthurt about it. But if Teofimo Lopez, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, all these guys that seem to go, I'm out. After they Shark Tanked him, you can see there's some resentment, and you can tell when someone leaves Bob Arum too soon, and he hasn't cleared that investment with that fighter, that's where the resentment comes in. Then that business gets personal with Bob Arum. Look at Mikey Garcia. He wouldn't fight with, he wouldn't play. Look, he wouldn't work with Mikey Garcia anymore, and likewise, Mikey wouldn't work with him either. You've heard Mikey F Bob Arum. He said that, went on record not too long ago, right? So this is what we have. We have another situation where Bob is going to let another talented fighter slip through his grasp because he doesn't want to pay or sacrifice the amount of money to keep that fighter. In other words, he doesn't really care about the talent as much as he used to. He's really concerned only about the money. At 90 years old, I would be more concerned about that fighter fighting the best fights than me worrying about, where's the money? Dude, you're 90 years old, dude. Bob Arum's a lawyer. You think Bob Arum doesn't have T-bonds and real estate and all types of shit? Okay? You think he doesn't have that? You think he hasn't made smart investments over the years? This dude been from Ali to Mayweather, for Christ's sake. He's been everywhere. He's been here a long time. Okay? He's been promoting for a long time and ain't took one damn punch. So, for Teofimo Lopez saying what he's saying, hey, more power to him. You seen him talking to Eddie Hearn, right? You seen that. You know, asking for hefty prices. Why do you think Teofimo was asking another promoter for a particular ultimatum? Why do you think that? He was asking Eddie Hearn because he knew, hell, he had plans to leave before. You think that a guy like Teofimo Lopez has not seen what other fighters do? He's seen what pretty boy Floyd Mayweather had to do to get where he's at. He understood that concept. So you don't think he didn't see what he did to leave? You think he ain't taking notes from all of those things? Sure, in the ring, but out the ring too, on the business aspect too. You think he ain't thinking about that? This guy's a little quicker than those other guys over there. He's 23 years old and he's doing it just as fast. Okay? So you have to keep note. If he leaves Bob Arum, oh, I already seen it coming. Because when you start asking other promoters, while you're still in contract, give me $10 million for a particular fight, you're looking elsewhere. And if he has to buy that contract out of Bob Arum, so be it. He ain't the first, and he will not be the last. Look at Andy Ruiz. He did that, and look where he's at. He's now the former unified first Mexican-American superstar champion in the world, people. Why? Because his ass left Bob Arum. That's why. Counterpunch. So, I look at Teofimo, you know, the purse bid will be in. Whoever gets that purse bid, and if it messes around and be Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, he's going to Matchroom. Watch what I tell you. That's it. It's all about business. Prize fighting. Fighting for money. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Teofimo Lopez stating that he might go elsewhere if Bob won't wake up. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.